This week, I'll lead you through a deep, strengthening, slow flow practice. Our main focus is in the core area and upper body, but our legs will get a fair share of the strengthening action too. So it will be a full body practice, full body experience. Let's get started. You don't necessarily need any props for this practice. However, if you know that you have sensitive knees, then have something to cushion the knees. I have a couple of knee pads there with me. There are some blocks, so you might have blocks if you normally use blocks in your practice, but I'll lead you through this flow without them. And then we're going to start in a standing pose. So you could find yourself in a mountain pose. We'll just take a moment here. Start to focus on your breathing. You might close your eyes for a moment if you like. And in our practice today, I would invite you to focus on drawing inward. So rather than reaching as far as you can or reaching arms and legs far out, I would invite you to draw in. So our focus in the core area is also by drawing our extremities and that control towards the core. So that will be our focus in the practice, drawing in, and we're going to use our breath to help with that core engagement as well. So we'll take a few more breaths here. And as you are breathing in and out, notice that subtle action of drawing in as you breathe out. If you want to exaggerate that slightly, give yourself a couple of breaths where you inhale through the nose and then exhale through pursed lips with a hissing sound. As you do that hissing sound, you're maybe able to lengthen the out breath. Also focus on gently drawing in through that deeper core, starting from the lower belly, from below your navel, a bit like a corset, a gentle corset tightening all around your spine, from lower belly all the way up towards the ribs. Let's take another one of those hissing breaths. So inhale through the nose, exhale, and really try to feel that gentle corset tightening around your torso. So that's how your exhalations can really help you with that deeper core engagement. And it doesn't involve tilting the pelvis. The spine can stay neutral. So I'll leave you with that idea and the idea of drawing inwards as we start to move. And we're going to shift our weight onto the right foot. So shifting onto one foot and rotate your left leg into a tree pose. You could bring the foot next to your ankle. It could be somewhere below the knee. You could even bring your foot above the knee onto the inner thigh if that is your tree shape. And then once you've found your balance, bring palms together in front of the chest and find a focus point for your gaze. So focus on your breathing here and trying to connect arms to your back, trying to connect legs to your core, to your spine. Still finding space for the breaths. Take another breath here. And it's very fine to feel wobbly. It's very early in the practice. As you exhale, release both feet down. Release your arms, your hands. You can move your feet. And then we'll Shift weight onto the left foot. We'll do same here. So now we're going to rotate the right hip open. And you can see where you want to place that right foot. Trying not to push into the knee joint. So either below the knee or above the knee. We'll bring palms together. And you might lightly press the palms together as well. And it's okay to fall out. You can always come back into the pose. And then focus on your breaths. We are grounding down. So staying connected to the floor, to the ground beneath us. Take another couple of breaths here. Focusing on, can you feel your breaths? Especially those exhalations helping you find that engagement, that activation through the core. And that includes your inner thighs, that includes your feet. You might focus on drawing inner thighs towards the center line, towards each other. And next exhalation, release your feet, release your arms, move your shoulders. And then we're going to come towards the top of the mat. Turn towards the top of the mat so they have some space behind you. I'll turn slightly sideways so you can see better. And then we're going to cross our right leg, right foot, right ankle behind the left. We keep the legs close together, feet quite close together. And here really focus on grounding your feet, but focus on your inner thighs. Inner thighs wanting to draw towards each other. From there, from that support, you can lift your back up. Release the arms. So it's really trying to feel that powerhouse at the center of the body. And then as you inhale, gently float your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bring arms down. So now the arm action might make things a bit more challenging for the core, for the legs, that's fine. Take another breath in, arms floating up. But here as well, keeping arms connected to the back. So really focusing on arms moving from your back. Exhaling, arms down. One more time. Lengthen arms up. Really feel the shoulders, shoulder blades move. And then take hold of your right wrist with a left hand. Focus on the inner thighs and your feet. As you exhale, lift yourself into a small side bend over to the left so that we're opening gently through the right side body. Arms, elbows could be bent. And focusing your awareness to your spine, that small spinal movement out to the side. And keeping control in the core, so not reaching out, it's just small movement. Take another breath in and out here. And then as you inhale, lift yourself up. And now we release the arms. We'll bring the right knee towards the chest or towards the belly. You can bring hands around the right knee, balancing on the left foot, left leg. And from here, with your next breath, step your right foot back into warrior one. You might adjust your feet, and we keep this warrior one as a quite narrow stance. So not reaching far, but keeping the feet quite close together. And then we're going to bring our arms into eagle arms. We're going to bring the right arm on top of the left And either reach hands to the opposite shoulder or twist the forearms around each other. And shift weight onto both feet. If you find yourself leaning only on the left, shift the weight onto the right foot as well. Now we start to move through the core, through the spine. As you exhale, round your spine, drawing your elbows closer to your belly, closer to your thigh, curling in, trying to really round the back. Next in breath, lift your arms, lift your back up, opening the chest just slightly, but keeping arms in that eagle shape. Same again, as you exhale, draw in through the core and really try to curl in. So rather than going as far down as possible, try to really curl into a little ball, really rounding the back. Inhale, lifting the back up, pressing down through the feet, opening the chest here as well, still feeling those inner thighs. One more time. Exhale, rounding the back, curling into a little ball. Head can come down. Inhale, press down through the feet, through the legs, lifting your back, lifting your arms up. Open the chest. And then as you exhale, release the arms. Step your feet back together. Releasing the arms. You can roll the shoulders. And we'll do the same to the other side. So now we're going to cross the left foot, left ankle, left leg behind the right. Keeping feet, keeping legs close together, really focusing on the inner thighs, drawing in towards the center line. Lifting in and up through the belly and feet grounding down. Our core starts from the feet, goes through the inner thighs all the way to the pelvis, to the spine. And then with that support, we can inhale, float the arms up. The arms that are very light on top of all that support. Exhale, arms come down. Same again. With the in-breath, arms float up and really feel the shoulders, shoulder blades moving. So focusing on that closer connection. Rather than hands, focus on the upper arm, the shoulders. One more time with your in-breath, lengthening the arms up. And now we're going to keep the arms overhead. Take hold of your left wrist with the right hand. And with the next breath, lift yourself into a small side bend. Again, keeping it contained. So not reaching far, not reaching out, but more focus on the feet, the inner thighs, that core support along the spine. Breathing. You might use those hissing exhalations at any point if you feel like you need to check in with the core. And then as you inhale, lift yourself back to center. Bring that left knee in front of you. Again, you can hug the knee in towards the belly, even towards the chest. Balancing on the right foot. And then we're going to step that left foot back into warrior one. And we're going to do, throughout the practice, all these transitions really slow. So we're controlling every movement. Again, quite narrow, warrior one. And then we find those eagle arms again, now crossing left arm on top of the right, either reaching for the opposite shoulder or twist the forearms around each other. Again, grounding down through the feet. We start to move the spine. As you exhale, rounding the spine, curling in, and elbows come closer to the belly. Head can come down, again, with the intention of rounding the spine as much as possible. And with the in-breath, opening that little curled ball, opening the chest slightly. Same again with the out breath, rounding the spine. You can start from the lower belly, kind of drawing in as if you're creating space for the elbows to come in towards the belly. And inhale, lifting up, feel the feet, feel the inner thighs here as well. One more time as you exhale, really curling in. You can draw in through the belly. You can round the neck, head can come down. And inhaling back up, open the chest. And then release the arms. And again, lift yourself onto 2 feet at the top of the mat. And then release your arms down. Take a moment in that mountain pose. And then we'll continue our flow from here. Hopefully now we are a little bit in touch with the core. And we're going to exhale, lift arms overhead. And then inhale, bend down, full forward bend. You might bend your knees. Hands on the shins. Exhale to flat back, halfway lift. And as you inhale, bend down. From here, we're going to step the left leg back and bring the left knee onto the mat. Low lunge. Pressing down through the right foot, lift your back up. And now reach right hand behind the pelvis towards the left hip. Reach left hand in front of you, kind of hugging around the right hip. And then we stay here, gently twisting towards the right. And really focusing on twisting through the spine. The legs, they support the pose. The arms are just hugging. We're not pulling or pushing with the arms, but really focus on the core action. Exhale, you might twist just a tiny bit further. And then as you exhale, slowly release the twist. Bring hands onto the mat. Tuck the left foot toes under. And then lift the left knee off the mat. Lift the right foot up into the air. And we're going to step the right foot behind us. The right foot comes down. We're going to lift the left foot off the mat in front of us. You can extend that left leg. So weight is on the right foot and the left hand. From here, lifting back onto the left foot, the right leg, the right foot comes through. Now the right leg comes in front of us, lifting the left hand off the mat and extend the right leg in front of you. Now the weight is on the right hand, left foot. Same again, bringing that right leg through, stepping it behind us and lifting the left foot, the right hand off the mat. Going back. Stepping the left foot down, bringing the right leg through. Extending the right leg, lifting left hand off the mat. One more time we go back. So step the right foot over. Lift the left foot, right hand off the mat. Very slow movement. And then bring both hands onto the mat. And now bring that right knee through, onto the mat under you. And this is where you could bring a knee pad under that right knee. Going into a gate pose, step right hand a bit further forward and then turn out to the side of the mat. Bring left arm behind the back, behind the pelvis. Slowly exhale, lift that left leg up into the air. So balancing here on the right hand, right knee. And you can either stay here or bend your left knee so that you start to kind of draw that left foot in towards your pelvis without holding it. So the left hand is still free, just drawing the left foot in, and then you might turn and look over the right shoulder towards that left foot. Right arm pressing the floor away, drawing in. Arms drawing in towards the spine. Legs connected to the pelvis, to the spine. From here, we're going to slowly extend the left leg and then bring that left leg in front of us. Here, if you want, you might reach left arm up if you feel that helps. And breathing here. Now really draw that left leg in. Feel you're kind of pulling that leg into its socket in that left hip. And then release that left foot back where it came from. Step both hands onto the mat. Pressing hands down. Lift your right knee towards the chest, towards the belly. Hovering that right leg, and then step your both feet back into a brief downward dog. You can put any knee pads aside now. We're going to exhale, bring both knees onto the mat. And we're going to come down onto elbows. So taking the pressure, taking the weight off the hands and the wrists for a moment. And then start to circle the weight. From elbows to knees, knees to elbows. And let your neck, head move as well. Changing direction, so going a few times the other way around. And here, just enjoy the movement, releasing a bit tension we've been building around the hips, around the shoulders. And then we're going to shift the weight forward and come down into Sphinx pose. So lower down onto your forearms, lowering the pelvis down. Open your palms onto the mat or onto the floor, keeping the legs long behind you. And then as if you're trying to pull yourself forward, like you're crawling forward, start to gently draw the chest forward through the arms, drawing arms towards the back. You might look forward, you might also look softly down, and just gently press the front of the legs onto the mat. So legs are active as well. If it helps, you might press the toes onto the mat as well. And breathe here. Again, you might pause here for those hissing exhalations. Keeping the core active. Take another breath here. And then we're going to lower the chest down. Step hands under shoulders. Lift yourself onto hands and knees. And then round the back into child's pose. Head can lean down. And you can lift hands onto fingertips. The cup cake hands. Just letting the back round. And then spread your palms back onto the mat. Lift yourself onto hands and knees. And then we're going to do all these poses on the other side. So now step your left foot forward into that low lunge. And we're going to lift the back up. The left foot pressing down, grounding down. We're going to twist over to the left. So now right hand reaching in front of the pelvis, left hand reaching behind you. And exhale, continue twisting over to the left. And it could be a very small action. So not looking for a big twist, more just that feeling through the whole spine, those deeper structures along the spine, helping you twist rather than pulling or pushing with the hands and arms. Using your breath. Exhalations might help. Again, with that activation, maybe going a bit more into that twist, engaging through the obliques as well. Take another breath here. Then as you exhale, release that twist. Bring hands onto the mat. Tuck the right foot toes under, lift the right knee off the mat. And then we're going to bring that left leg through. Step the left foot behind us. And lift the right foot, the left hand off the mat. Again, the weight is on the right hand, your left foot. And then stepping back. Changing to the other side. So now left leg comes through. Weight is on the right foot. And the right hand is off the mat. And again, we go back. So changing to the other side. Stepping the left foot back. And lifting the right leg in front of us. And again, stepping back and bringing that left leg through. Lifting the right hand, the left foot off the mat. One more time, bring that left leg through and step behind you. Lift the right leg in front of you. And then we're going to bring both hands on the mat. And we're going to bring the left knee on the mat, going into that gate pose. Again, you could use a knee pad under the left knee. Step left hand a bit further forward on the mat. And then turn to the other long side of the mat and bring right arm behind you. Grounding through that left hand, lift the right leg up into the air. Long line from hip to that right foot. And either stay here or if you want, start to bend that right knee, drawing the right foot towards the pelvis. Drawing in rather than reaching out. If you want, you could turn and look over the left shoulder towards that right foot. Again, the right foot keeps drawing in. And breathing here, the left arm keeps pressing the floor away. Take another breath here. And then we're going to extend that right leg and bring it in front of us. But here especially, really focus on drawing that thigh bone into its socket. You might reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep drawing that right leg in. You might flex the right foot, right ankle if it helps. And then slowly bring that right foot onto the mat. Bring both hands onto the mat. And then we're going to hover the left leg for a few breaths here. So draw the left knee in towards the chest. And then step into a downward dog. You can put the knee pads aside. Head can drop in. And from here, shift the weight forward onto your hands and bend the knees, but only so much that you're hovering your knees off the mat. So they're almost touching, but not quite. And then breathing here, keeping a long line from head to tail. And then inhale, lift back up into downward dog. You could look forward to your hands and step or jump your both feet forward to your hands. Hands on the shins. Exhale into flat back, halfway up. Here as well, feel a long line from head to your tail. Inhale, bending down, full forward bend. You can let the head drop down. Exhale, reach up to standing mountain pose. Arms can go overhead. And inhale, lower your arms down. And you can move your shoulders, move your feet if needed. And then we're going to do a second round. Similar, but we add a bit more hovering, adding maybe a bit more strength and challenge for the core. So first, just breathe in and out. Again, checking in. Can we find that engagement along the spine, inner thighs, feet? Exhale, lengthen arms up. And inhale, bend down. That full forward bend. Hands on the shins. Exhale to flat back. And then inhale, bend down. That full forward bend. And now we're going to step the left foot back, going into a higher lunge. Again, legs don't need to be wide apart. Pressing down through the right foot, lift yourself up. And now reach, right arm behind the back. Left arm comes up and over and reaching that left hand between the shoulder blades. So twisting towards the right. Again, we're not pulling or pushing with the arms. Focus on that rotation through the spine. And using your breath. Maybe it's time for one hissing breath as well. Feel the right foot grounded. And then as you exhale, release that twist. Bring both hands onto the mat. And we're going to lift the right leg up behind us. Step the right foot over. Lift the left foot to right hand off the mat. Same thing as we did first round. Now bringing the right leg through. Turning to the other side. Lift the left hand. Lift the right foot off the mat. And try to go really slow and controlled. Stepping over, stepping the right foot behind us. Lifting the left leg, lifting the right hand. Same again, stepping through so that right leg comes in front of you. You can play with how much you lift the leg. One more time, bring the right leg behind you. Step onto the mat. Lift the left leg up. And then we're going to bring both hands on the mat and we're going to go for the gate pose. We're going to bring the right knee on the mat. Then you could have a knee pad there if you want. And from here, we're going to turn to the side, but then we're going to lift the back up. So we're standing on the knee. And from here, as you exhale, drawing in, tilt in line with that left leg and trying to keep the hands, the arms off the mat for a bit. So now really, really strengthening through that left side and breathing. Talking here is a bit challenging. Keep grounding down through that left foot. And then exhale, bring right hand down. Lift the left leg up into the air. And now we're going to bend the left knee. You can draw the foot towards the pelvis and then reach or just kind of twist slightly. So now left arm goes towards the top of the mat. So not really reaching out, but again drawing in. We're just using that leg and the arm as extra weights as we take them away from the core. The work gets a bit harder. Keep breathing. And then with the next breath, extend the left leg, bring it in front of you. And now we try to twist so that left arm goes behind us. And we're opening chest slightly up towards the ceiling. Again, using the arm and the leg as extra weights. Draw the left leg in towards your core, towards the spine. Take another breath here. And then we're going to bring the left foot back down. Bring both hands onto the mat. And then we're going to step into a brief downward dog. And again, put the knee pads aside. And then from this downward dog, bring your knees on the mat. Bring elbows to the mat. Forearms come down. We go into dolphins. You might interlace your fingers if you like. And then lift the pelvis back up. Find good support on your forearms. Heels can be off the mat. You can either stay here or as you inhale, shift the weight forward. Try to reach your chin over your hands. And exhale, reaching the pelvis back up. Same again. Inhaling forward, reaching the chin forward. Exhaling, reaching back up. We could do 2 more rounds. Inhale forward. Exhaling, lifting up. And keep breathing. You can stop at any point, or you can do 1 more round. Exhaling forward. And reaching the pelvis up. I think I reversed the breath there. That's okay. And then exhale, bring both knees down. And we go into a child's pose. And here I'm suggesting bring arms down next to your legs, next to your sides. Take a couple more breaths in and out. And then we're going to walk the hands back overhead. Bring yourself onto hands and knees. And we're going to step the left foot forward. Lift the right knee off the mat. And we're going to lift the back up. Finding that high lunge on the other side. Again, it doesn't need to be a very long stance. And now bring left arm behind the back. Reach right arm next to the head. So the right hand reaches kind of into that space between the shoulder blades. And then twist. twisting the spine around its axis, not reaching far, but drawing in. Focus on that deep, subtle action along the spine. Keep breathing. Take another breath or two in and out here. Again, if you want to do that hissing breath, and then exhale, release that twist. Bring hands onto the mat and we'll start to move. We're going to lift the left leg up into the air and then step the left foot behind us. Lift the right leg in front of you. And we go back. So stepping the right foot down. And now bring that left leg through. And right hand lift off the mat. Same again. Step right hand down, step left foot behind you. And extend the right leg in front of you. And again, stepping hands down, bringing the left leg through. So we keep changing from one hand, one foot to the other. One more time. Step the right hand down, step the left foot behind you, lift the right leg in front of you. And then step the right foot down, and now we'll bring the left knee onto the mat. Going into that gate pose, you could have a knee pad there. And then we're going to first lift up to stand on that left knee. Ground the right foot. From there, reaching into a long line with that right leg. And again, arms kind of reaching overhead, using them as extra weight. And breathing here. It's very okay to be shaky. It might be that the breathing is a bit more shallow. Take one more breath. And then exhale, bring the left hand down, lift the right leg up. And we're going to bend the right knee, draw the right foot towards the pelvis, and then reach the right arm towards the top of the mat. So you're twisting, but at the same time using that right arm as an extra weight. Draw the right foot towards the buttocks. That helps really to engage the hamstring as well. Take another breath here. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. And then next breath, extend that that right leg and reach right arm up. And then bring right leg in front of you and reach right arm slightly behind you or just turning through the chest. Again, drawing the right thigh bone into its socket. So drawing in rather than reaching out. You can flex the right foot. That might help as well. And breathing. Take another breath here. And then slowly bring the right foot down. Bring your right hand down, and we're going to step into a breathe downward dog, so we can put the knee pads aside. And then we're going to do that knee hovering one more time. So shift the weight forward to hands, bend the knees so that they almost touch the mat. Keep the spine long. Draw the arms into your back. Keep the legs connected to your core. Take another breath in and out. And then lift the pelvis back up into downward dog. And from here we're going to step or jump both feet forward. Exhale into flat back, halfway lift. Inhale, bend down, full forward bend. Exhale, reach your back up. You can reach arms up. Inhale, release the arms down. Come back into your mountain. You could bring palms together in front of the chest. And take a few breaths here, in and out. And then slowly, we're going to make our way down onto the back. So whichever way feels easiest for you, bring yourself to lie down on your back. Take a couple of breaths there. Ground your feet. Lengthen arms next to your sides. And we're going to go into a bridge. As you exhale, press the feet down. Feel the inner thighs. Lift your pelvis. Lift your back off the mat. And pause here for a few breaths. And focusing on that support through the feet, inner thighs. Opening just slightly through the chest. Again, we don't need to lift high up. More focus on that strength that you're building through the whole back line, through the core. And just finding that sustainable place where you can still breathe. Exhale, slowly lower the back, lower the pelvis down. And then we're going to leave the left foot down, lengthen the right leg up into the air. Exhale, lift back up. So one-legged bridge. Take another few breaths here, in and out. Trying to keep both hips in the same level so we're not dropping that right hip. And exhale, release the pelvis down. Slowly control the way down. Bring right foot onto the mat. And extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. One more time. Exhale, lift the pelvis, lift the back off the mat. Again, trying to keep the weight at the center, trying to keep both hips at the same level. Still leaving some space for the breaths. And exhale, slowly, slowly release. Bring both feet down. Open legs into a reclining butterfly. Find a safe shape for your butterfly. And if you want, you can bring arms overhead. Just allowing the inner thighs to release. You can let your belly start to soften as well. So now we start to let go of that core support. Releasing that effort. Take another couple of belly breaths in and out. And then slowly close the hips. Bend your right knee towards the chest, extend your left leg, and we go into a one-legged twist. So from here, left hand can guide the right leg out to the left side of the mat. You could open the right arm on the opposite side of the mat, or you can leave right hand close to your body. And take a few breaths here in and out, just enjoying that twist. Now allow the obliques, the whole side body to gently stretch and release after all that active twisting we've done. Just softening through the core. Slowly, slowly come back onto your back. And we'll hug both knees in. And then release that right leg down. And we're going to help with the right hand to guide the left leg out to the right side of the mat. Again, you might open the left arm on the opposite side, or just keep it close to the body, whatever feels best for you now. And again, softening through the whole left side body. Also, start to soften the feet. They have been supporting us a lot today. And then slowly start to come back onto your back. Release that twist. If you feel like hugging the knees in one more time, feel free to do that. And then the next longer pose we have is Shavasana pose. But if there are any movements, any counter poses you feel that you need to do now before Shavasana, let yourself go through all those movements. And then we'll meet in Shavasana pose. And once you have found your resting pose, you might close your eyes if you want. Just soften your breath. And then let your whole body melt into that resting pose. Inviting your mind to rest in observing the breath. You can let go of controlling the breath and just notice each breath in, notice each breath out. Let go of all effort. Let go of all holding. Just let yourself take a moment to be here. Checking in with yourself. Give yourself at least a few more breaths in and out. I'll invite you to extend this Shavasana pose to be as long as you need it to be today. So there's no rush to leave this pose. Give yourself some time to rest. And when you feel ready to close your practice, whether it's now or later, you can slowly roll down onto one side, taking your time. Bringing yourself into your seat. And if it's a part of your practice, you bring palms together in front of the chest. And as always, at the end of the practice, most importantly, thank yourself for taking this time to move, to breathe, to maybe find some inner strength in your body. And I thank you very much for joining in, for sharing this practice, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Namaste. Thank you.